The scoreboard doesn't lie. I think today it did, in my opinion. For 82 minutes we played really well and we became better throughout the game, especially after our goal. You see that a team and individual player get wings when you score, and you felt as well that we needed a goal to make the combinations quicker, to move the ball clear into the final third. We were good, to be honest, and we dominated the game. Always could find a free player, move the ball from left to right to open them up, to create spaces between the lines, get the right players in the positions between the lines or even wide to play 1v1s. Normally if you score early, of course, then the game gets easier, but the last 10 minutes we start walking back. No comments or evaluation on the goal scored by them. I think we drop, as it's always a collective problem, so we drop off too much, let them play longer balls, and in those longer balls they are closer to our goal. That's why the free kick is in that position instead of like 20 yards higher up the pitch. So that's the problem. If you want to point out a problem, but the players did excellent in all the circumstances. And we felt that we were in control over the game, and then you see that one moment changes everything, and that happened before already. But there's still then 8 till 10 minutes where you have to be calm and play, keep moving the ball into the final third. So when you lose it, you can counter press and you can stay higher up the pitch. But the overall feeling, evaluation straight after the game, without the emotion, very well done.
Could you sense the anxiety in the Liverpool defence when the first goal went in? And so much so that I don't think it was that much of a surprise that Sunderland scored, because the anxiety appeared from nowhere almost.
Alberto clears the ball with his left foot. I think it's a tough decision to make that a foul in that position. Then we set up the wall, and the ball goes around the wall.
I mean more after that first goal went in, you could sense the anxiety more from that point on.
Yeah, it's normal. That's normal, because you have to get through that experience that it goes well after, and you have to stay cool then and keep the same game more, or the same ideas what we try to implement over a longer period of time. But don't forget that building a certain way of play where individuals can express themselves and at the same time we become better as a collective, and the way we approach the game, we will only become better throughout a longer period of time, and games are in between that. And you see clearly that today was a good performance. It was because the way we dominated on the opponent's half, and when we were able after each loss of possession to win the ball back in a short period of time, and then find again the free player and keep the ball for a longer period, so if we lost it again we could. Probably if you want to point something, then the amount of moments we get in between the lines and we get into the final third, if you want to talk about anxiety, there we have to stay calmer, and there we have to use our skill more to outplay opponents and to risk and to play the true pass to players moving in front of the goalkeeper. So if you talk about anxiety, probably for me it's not the anxiety of the last 10 minutes, but if you talk about it, it's in the final third, the pure class of turning open, decision making, putting a player in front of the goalkeeper, or individual skill to outplay and get shot, or even to go wide. But overall, if you look at it from a performance point of view and how we analyze different lines, sectors, etc., it was okay, yeah.
Pep,
the problem is that the game is not 82 minutes and it's 95, sorry.
Pep, were your players affected at all by the protest, the walkout?
No, we have one of the best supporter groups in the world and over the world. So if they want to make a statement, they have all the right to make a statement. Point.
But did it not affect the players?
Of course not, no.
Does it change the atmosphere?
No, it didn't. It changed probably the atmosphere in the stadium, but it didn't change the atmosphere of our mentality. We have a group of players who are young, of course. We have a group of players with loads of individual quality, but also loads of individual potential. It's up to us to create a style, with Jurgen, of course, as the captain, but to create a style that all these individuals and all these and the collective identity gets further and further, gets developed and developed, and then over a longer period of time, we truly believe that winning is a logical result of development. So we focus on building our team, constructing our team to become more and more independent of the opposition who is in front of us. And today you see that how we move them and how we open up spaces with our passes and our movements, that's getting better and better. And that's a good thing, because if there was something missing, probably, yeah. That's my personal opinion.
Final question from Chris.
Pep, what was the situation with the injuries for Lovren and Allen?
Lovren, he felt cramp 2-3 times in the same position, very light, so it was just precaution to come off because it was in the same spot. And Allen was just before halftime, fatigued, and the scan has to show what comes out of that, of course, tomorrow.